welcome to this week's hashtag Finance Friday. And as the spring flowers bloom and we head into this new season, I would like to ask, what is the evidence of innovation in your business? This month, we are focusing on the process of planning for innovation, maybe talking a little bit about vision boards, budgeting for the cost of innovation as well as looking at process analysis. So like lots of stuff happening this month, but if you're anything like me and you've been through this process of innovating in your business, specifically as an entrepreneur, sometimes innovation can be really challenging, right? It can sometimes feel like 2 steps forward and like 10,212 steps backwards, like gee whiz. Because sometimes, actually, if you think about it, you need to take a couple of steps back in order to make some giant leaps forward. You just have to be willing to take those steps back. So as we were talking about innovation, let's just unpack a little bit about what innovation looks like in the world of business or finance. So you might have heard this term of innovation left, right, and center, specifically now with technology happening all around us, trying to make sure that we're in the online space and relevant and all of those good things. And for many of us, you might find that innovation means providing ideas out of the blue that leads to significant discoveries and achievements and overnight successes. But sometimes it's hard to do that, right? And there is actually more to it than that. So innovation, as defined, is the practical implementation of ideas that result in the introduction of new goods or services or improvement in offering goods or services. Okay, so 2 main points you need to note here. Firstly, it's the introduction of new goods or services, or it is the improvement of an existing good or service within your business. So it really just refers to the process that an individual or an organization will undertake or go through to conceptualize this brand new idea that you have, the brand new product that you might have, or the process, or alternatively, a new approach to the existing products that you might have. So that's really in a nutshell. So you might ask this question about why do I have to worry about being innovative? And I'm hoping that actually you already know the answer to this question. But if not, let's just look at a few points as to why we need to make sure that we do that. Firstly, it helps your business to grow. Think about it. If you are going to be innovating, you're constantly coming up with new ideas, new products, it is automatically going to increase your target markets and allow your business to grow. And business growth really means that you're growing your profits, right? Which is what we all want. And also successful innovation allows you to add additional value to your business. And who wouldn't want that, right? A business with more value, more ways that you can service your clients, that's really the happy place, right? So that's firstly. And then secondly, innovation helps you to stay ahead of the competition. Now, especially, again, if we just look at the online space, there's a lot of competition. A lot of people have decided to somehow change their products or services to be available online. And we have to make sure that we are keeping up with that. Our customers want something different and our competitors are doing something different. So surely we need to do something different in our business as well. And if your business does not innovate, you are going to watch some of those super innovative companies bring new ideas to the marketplace, and you are going to have to scramble at the last minute to try and keep up, and you're just actually copying at that stage. You're not actually innovating. So really needing to make sure that we are staying ahead of the competition in that space. And then obviously it helps you to take advantage of the technological improvements that are happening at the moment. Think about 4RR and the supposed people going into 5RR, right? But technology really is evolving faster than ever before. There will always be something new or maybe more efficient technologies that you can use to make better products, more efficient products, and that will be able to market your business and help you to stay on track with your performance through whether it's analytics or dashboards. There's just so much. So find a new way to be innovative. With everything I've shared now, you might be in this place where you're like, I don't know how I can be more innovative. I can't even think about new ideas that I can come up with. Help me. I don't know where to start. Because even though it gives your business a competitive edge, sometimes coming up with new ideas is easier said than done, right? So here are a couple of tips or ideas that you can use. Firstly, begin with your customers. Make sure that you are creating market surveys that help you to identify what their needs and wants are, their pain points, right? What they are dissatisfied with, either with your services or someone else's service or products, and find out how your product can help to improve their life in a way that they didn't expect or didn't realize. And then secondly, make sure you're documenting or capturing all of your ideas. Those ideas that you have 2 o'clock in the morning while you can't sleep, please write them down. Have a notebook next to your bed or something, because otherwise you're going to wake up and forget about them. So make sure that you're recording the results of any brainstorming sessions you might have, or any like overnight ideas that you may have. So you can always go back and have something for reference so that you remember, oh, this was the idea. Let's maybe expand on that. Maybe it was a terrible idea, and that's fine. But maybe unpack about why it was a terrible idea and see how you can improve it and leverage off of that. And then pick your battles, and then make sure you're assigning ownership and you're actually executing and following through on those ideas that you had. So it's really difficult to run a business on your own, and hopefully you have gotten that message before through watching my videos. But it's really important for us to allow other people to help us with our ideas, because sometimes it's hard for us to really see the wood from the trees, get into the big picture mode, and we just get stuck in the detail. Whereas if we've got other people in our team that can help us with that, it helps us to roll out this process a lot more effectively. If you think about it, each idea that you have should technically be checked by someone else, or like given a second once over by someone that would be able to follow through on each step and regularly check whether the idea is actually going to work or not. And then make sure that you're improving employee relations. Okay, so looking at the atmosphere of your business, because that really determines productivity. I was chatting to one of my clients the other day, and they were saying one of the values in their business is having fun. And if you're not having fun the majority of the time, you're actually probably not being as effective or as productive or delivering as high quality service as you should, because you are simply not enjoying it. So make sure that you're creating an atmosphere of fun and engagement within your company. And then try and think about, maybe if you're really stuck, look at bringing in innovations from the outside. So whether that is looking outside of just your company and seeing what is happening around you and how you can incorporate that, or saying, okay, cool, let's have a look at a different industry and how can we take what is happening in that other industry and apply that within mine, or looking at it globally and saying, what is happening in, say, America or the UK, and how can I apply that in my business? And also looking at collaboration with other businesses. And maybe you find that there are a lot of synergies between your company and another company that helps to boost innovation within both of your entities. And, you know, at the end of the day, it's going to be a win-win, right? So both your business and their business is going to grow. And that's what we like. We like a community of profitable business owners. So just in conclusion, you might be asking, what is the benefit of innovation, in that it is linked to productivity and profitability? And as you know, we always try and make sure that it is linked to productivity and profitability. So hopefully I've already identified some of them. But if you think about it, innovation enables us to problem solve, and it provides creative insights that allow us to look at things from a slightly different perspective. And it doesn't matter whether it's a new product or a new strategy, or just like refreshing or breathing fresh life into a strategy or a process, or whether it's a way of finding new ways in which to stay ahead of the competition. It doesn't matter. But there are some practical benefits to innovation, which includes, amongst others, improving your productivity, right? If you think about those processes that you are improving, it's going to improve the productivity at the end of the day. Looking at ways to reduce costs by taking hold of technology that might be available to you, hopefully increasing your competitiveness, right? Because you're coming up with new ideas and strategies at the end of the day. And it can also help to improve the brand recognition and the value that you're creating within your entity, as I shared previously. And if you're collaborating with others, you're going to be in a space where you're able to create new partnerships and relationships, which is going to grow your network, which you never know. It could have downstream implications on your business, you know, the growth in general, in any case. And also, right at the bottom line, we're going to have an increased revenue figure, we're going to increase your sales, and that is hopefully, if you're managing your costs well, right, like we had mentioned, you are going to be able to improve your profitability. So really, there is a lot of value in making sure that you're constantly innovating in your business. Next week, we are going to look at how you can implement innovation. So we've come up with some ideas and strategies of how you could potentially innovate in your business. But next week, we're going to look at how you actually implement that. So make sure you tune into that one. And we're also going to have some great interviews at the end of the month with some serial entrepreneurs that are in my network who I absolutely love working with. So make sure you tune in for the rest of this month as we are dealing with innovation. So until next week, I'll see you then. Bye.